It was 50 years ago when King Idris I of Libya was ousted by a group known as the Free Officers Movement. The man who led the military coup was a young colonel, Muammar Gaddafi. 10 years earlier, significant oil reserves were discovered in Libya, and resentment was building over the concentration of wealth in the hands of the monarch. With the same iron fist with which he ruled Libya, 27-year-old Kadafi kicked out British and US forces from the country and nationalized the oil industry. It was with that newfound wealth that Gaddafi intended to build a modern Libya. The Arab world was in the midst of a wave of nationalism, and the colonel had promised Libyans a life of prosperity based on the principles of Al-Fatah revolution, a socialist-based system for the masses. But he had no clear vision for the economic development or political orientation of the country. And for many years, Libya found itself isolated, at times considered a pariah state. It was only in the late 1990s that Libya reconsidered its choices. Gaddafi wanting to come out from international isolation, Libya would comply with UN resolutions and rid itself of the economic embargo. And soon, average incomes had risen to $15,000, an African high. By 2008, the country enjoyed both a budgetary surplus of 25% and a trade one of 40%. Those achievements were celebrated in 2009 during lavish festivities on the 40th anniversary of the Al-Fatah revolution. But despite the numbers, there were imbalances that couldn't be ignored. Resentment was brewing and came to a boil during protests which broke out in Benghazi in 2011. The eastern port city from where Al-Fatah revolution was launched 41 years earlier was now rebelling against it. Waving once again the flag of independence, gone was the green one that had symbolized the revolution. The rebellion spread to other parts of the country. Gaddafi wasn't prepared to let go so easily. He responded with force. The rebels fought back with the help of NATO and some Arab countries. In August 2011, they advanced triumphantly into Gaddafi's bastion Tripoli. The Al-Fatah revolution was crumbling. 2 months later, Libya's longtime leader was captured in his hometown of Sirte. He was killed a few hours later, and with him went the principles of a revolution that never came to be. Hoda, Abdel-Hamid, Aljazeera.